Hey everybody,
Welcome to
Jungle
Summoner's
Sona
Rift.
here, and figured for this video I'd do something a little different and maybe something a little interesting, some of you might like.
30 seconds until minions
I'm
spawn.
gonna be doing a walkthrough of one of my games, kind of taking you through how a game looks from my perspective. You know, not just the clips that I put together, but an actual full game. So you're kind of getting a first-person perspective of a full game, and seeing how I go through everything.
Minions have
I figured this
spawned.
might be fun, might be interesting, and just kind of sit and hang out with me, and we'll go through one of the games that I didn't actually record, so I figured this will be a pretty cool uh, excuse to try this out. If you end up realizing that this isn't exactly what you like, you're like, this is okay, but I kind of really like the more, like, you know, edits of multiple games and stuff like that, hey, no problem. Just go ahead and let me know so I know not to do these too often. But if you're like, hey, this is kind of a nice change of pace, just kind of sit here, talk with me for a little while, and kind of watch how a full game goes, I might do a couple more in the future. So I was going up against a Rek'Sai mid. I don't know why. I mean, I've played against quite a lot of weird stuff in mid. So I mean, this isn't too out there from what I've faced in the past, but I mean, still not the norm. Oh, missed that one. Ooh, that's a lot of damage.
First
Oh, I
blood.
suck at farming. Oh wow, good job on the Rex. I immediately calling missing, even though I just walked out. Like, good move. Oh, come on, you got that. Nice. Yeah, by the way, I also changed the fog of war to just my side, so you're seeing what I'm seeing. So you'll understand why I do the things I do rather than having it set to everyone's vision. So you're like, why isn't he going? Like, just so that I, don't confuse anybody as to why I won't or will take certain things. I decided to go and flash for that one. I didn't know if Kane had his flash, so I didn't want to take any chances of him being able to flash out of that one, so I was willing to burn flash for that. Saved my ignite, just because I knew he was dead as soon as I hit the flash. Buff transfer complete. Oh wow, I don't deserve that farm. I did not deserve that CS. Ignite. And that's gonna lead to a kill. So yeah, you're gonna find out throughout this game that the Rek'Sai is very knock-up hungry. Like, the Rek'Sai is totally willing to just die for some of these knockups. PJ Salt in the chat, getting the kill. Oh yeah, another thing is our Vayne was not having a good time. Like, our Vayne was struggling a lot this game. This happens a lot where you're just gonna have to try to figure out how to make it do, even when one of your teammates is kind of just getting dumpstered. I'm sure we've all had plenty of those games. So there's another kill. So Vayne 0-2 now. Alright, here comes Rek'Sai coming up to the top lane. Nothing's gonna happen. But now that I see that Rek'Sai's there, I'm just gonna start free farming. Oh, wait, what? They gave it to me? Oh, red buff. That lucky red buff tick. Rek'Sai's still there, so I'm just gonna keep pushing. Okay, I don't see Rek'Sai anymore, so I am watching the sides now. Oh, see her again, so I know I'm safe. Don't know where Kayn is, though, so I do need to still keep an eye out. I'm level 6, though, so I can pretty much escape anything at this point. Alright, so here's Kanye. He doesn't scare me. So I know he's coming here. He tried to jump over the wall. I just chased him down. There's another knock up. Pretty sure that was Kayn's flash. So I've got a pretty sizable gold lead over the Rek'Sai, 47 to 26. However, it's almost mirrored Jin's 41 to my Vayne's 25. So both teams have a struggling lane. Rek'Sai once again getting extremely thirsty for those knockups. I should have ignited the Rek'Sai here. I didn't do it because I didn't think I had enough damage. So I'm trying to run in there and see if I can get something, but it's too late. The Rek'Sai's already out. But yeah, if I ignited that, probably would have been a dead Rek'Sai. I don't know where the Rek'Sai is, and I'm not going to try to chance it. So I just clear the wave and recall. So I'm working towards my Luden's first buy. So I grab some boots real quick, get a blasting wand, buy 2 pots, and head out. I tend to pick fights a lot, or not so much pick fights, but just get into fights a lot. So I'm willing to burn the extra money for 2 pots, even though most people won't. I will. But sometimes that can actually save my life, that I get just that little bit of extra health that otherwise I wouldn't have had. That and I at least always want to get tier 1 boots, just because mobility is Ahri's biggest strength. So even just having the basic boots makes her just way faster. I should have gotten that last auto attack. I got scared. Hit his charm, and I'm just going to ignite and kill this Rek'Sai. So I'm just going to try to push this wave as fast as possible and get out because I'm pretty low health. Oh, wow. Oh, I suck at farming. Alright, I do want to get that tower plate, and now I'm going to leave. I see Kanye coming up, so good decision. Sweep around. Nothing to see here. Alright. Looks like my health is okay, so I guess I'll stay. Or am I leaving? I don't remember. I played this game like 3 days ago, so memory's a little hazy. Another trade. Support for support, but support kills the AD. Rek'Sai's missing once again, so I'm just gonna keep farming. Okay, Rek'Sai's bottom lane. I was in call with my support and my jungler, which is why I didn't mark that missing. As soon as I saw her heading bot lane, I just told them, but the Rek'Sai is just super kill hungry because she's just getting starved big time, so she's literally behind the towers trying to get a kill. I guess I don't challenge it. I probably should have challenged this guy. I was level 9, he was level 7. I was just scared because I don't like to throw, especially knowing that I'm the one who's got like the biggest advantage right now. I don't want to throw it. Vayne's 0-5, having a real rough time against Jhin. 70 CS to 36, but my 75 to Rek'Sai's 35. So the lanes almost mirroring each other. It's just Rek'Sai's got 2 kills, Vayne has 1. Kane's gonna take Dragon. Not much I can do on that one. Looks like Rek'Sai's going top. I go ahead and just start pushing the lane, try to run top lane.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Aurelia dropped the Herald and then kills Master Yi.
Rampage.
So Aurelia is getting pretty freaking huge now. So there's 2 pretty big targets on the enemy team. Jhin and Aurelia are kind of like the main threats here. My Echo's doing okay. He's 2-3, or 2-0-3, my bad. He's actually doing pretty good. So we decided to try pushing the mid tower, see if we can at least get this tower and try to get it as low as possible. King shows up, but like we murder this guy if he tries to fight. Rek'Sai's asking for help. Managed to get some pretty good damage on the tower, but still not enough. So we're just gonna keep shoving this thing in. If anyone tries to jump at me, I murder them. Aurelia's gonna finish her Bork. And that's gonna make her really strong. She also, oh, she gets her Divine Sunderer too. Gee, this chick is fat. She's got 108. Oh, teleport to save the ward. Interesting. So here comes Aurelia. Stupid strong. I get hit by that. And then she just barely gets out of that stun and enough time to Q me. Otherwise, that might have been a dead Aurelia. Here goes Rek'Sai. Doing what Rek'Sai does. Shut down, believe it or not. Unfortunately, that goes to the Vayne. So Vayne is now 1-6, so she's now on the board. Hang on a second. Yes? Okay, thank you. Alright, sorry about that. Yep, this is the hazards of my work. That's alright, there we go. Okay, so I see Kanye going for the ward, so I'm like, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna hit him with Charm. That hits, not even gonna waste ult. He dies immediately. This dude's made of paper compared to me. Poor guy. So I'm level 10, I'm actually pretty freaking huge. I just need to stay alive and not make any stupid decisions. So I've got my Luden's Tempest done. I've got my, what is the word I'm looking for? Sorcerer Shoot. I see Vayne fighting over there. I decided not to try to go for Morgana because she can black shield my charm, so I'm not gonna, I don't want to waste ult. Velia kills Echo. So now she's 7-1. Things are getting pretty dicey right now. Actually decent play here by Vayne, and that leads to a huge 1,000 gold shutdown for me, which is pretty massive. I also get this kill too. That's 1,300 gold in my pocket, which is big. That's a lot of money that I have now. And I really had to let go of a really big shutdown. So we're gonna pick up this tower. Looks like we're gonna start heading for this one. Kanye shows up. At this point, I've lost all respect for Kane. If he walks forward, I'm just gonna charm him and kill him. That was a bit of a suicide right there. At least with another tower. I'm going to sweep this real quick. Nothing there. I feel a lot more confident taking on Aurelia, but I still don't want to try to, you know, tussle with her if we don't have to. This is that big flash by Rek'Sai. Aurelia understands that I am the primary threat here. She wants to kill me, but at the same time, if there's a, you know, better chance to kill more people, she's gonna take it. So she almost gets 2. Jhin almost kills my Vayne. I tank chickens for her. And I'm gonna try to get out of here.
Killing spree.
I want to leave, but then Morgana starts trying to threaten the red, so I stay, wondering what's gonna happen. I see Jhin here, I chuck a blind charm, nothing hits. Try to recall again. I stay once again because Tony, my jungler, is like, hey, I'm gonna try to steal dragon, like, watch my back. So I head over there. Sure enough, he dives in, stuns the king, kills the dragon, I jump in, kill him. Morgana just chucks a Q. I get out. I try to recall again. And then the Vayne gets herself into a fight, and I'm like, oh shoot, hang on, let me see if I can recall here. I managed to kill the Rek'Sai. And then I'm like, okay, now I'm leaving it out until what happens next. Like, please let me go back. I have a lot of money I need to spend. And when I say I have a lot of money, I mean a lot of freaking money. I go back and I am literally able to just full buy Rabadon's death cap here. And that's huge. Death cap that early is pretty darn big. And not only that, it's like I didn't have to, you know, buy like, you know, 2 large rots and then on my next back get it. It's like, no, just right there, one buy death cap. Aurelia just one shots my echo. Feels bad. And then she gets a little too greedy here. And Vayne gets that shut down, so now she's 3-7. Good for her. I kind of wanted that shut down. Almost freaking dies here. So I get in front of her. And then Vayne just starts running for some reason. I'm like, dude, please stop moving. Rek'Sai decides to try for something, I guess. So she dies again. So Rek'Sai's 2-7 now. Things are not looking good. Not looking good for the Rek'Sai, not looking good for the Kayn. They are getting kind of bopped right now. So the biggest threats right now are Aurelia and Jhin. If we shut them down, game's pretty much over. So now I am thinking. I am focusing. I am concentrating. I am assessing and analyzing. I buy cloth armor and I walk away. That's about it. Mostly I'm just trying to figure out what the heck's going to be the best buy for this situation and what's going to keep me alive, you know, when I make any sort of play. So I decide that Zhonya's is probably the best option here. So I start a cloth armor, which will eventually, you know, lead into Zhonya's. Oh, dang. That did a lot. Looks like we're going to be coming up on a fight here. Vayne gets chased by Rek'Sai. I just kill her. Aurelia question marking the Rek'Sai. So now we've once again devolved into silver tier ARAM. It's my favorite part of the game where nobody goes to their lanes and everyone just stays in my lane all day. Vayne almost freaking gets hit by that. Kayn shows up, gets one auto, and then runs for his life. I like that. I like that play. That was pretty spicy. Still nothing too crazy happening. It's a lot of just back and forth. Like, everybody who plays, like, you know, low elo, normal elo, like, you know this part of the game. Vayne gets caught again, gets forced shot, gets hit again, but Echo gets a good stun, and we go in. Missed stun just on the build like that. He dies anyway. Got that. No, I get hit by it. Don't deserve that kill, but I got it anyway. I just chucked an auto and it just last hit over there. I cosplayed an ADC main right there. So Jhin burns his heal, just everything he can to get the hell out. But with only Jhin alive, or yeah, basically, as Jhin like the only like alive threat right now, we're like, okay, we'll just go for this tower. Morgana shows up and it just clears the minions, and I'm like, all right, fair enough. Once again, we got a block for Vayne. Zyra's nice enough to take this last shot for me, or else that might have killed me, or at least got me really close to dying. So, big thanks there. Looks like someone is teleporting in, probably Aurelia. Oh, I saw her just for a second there. Yep, there she is. I'm thinking about it, like, I want to try to stay for this dragon, but I'm really low health, and I'm just like, you know what, screw it. I could just recall, buy some items, and then run back here. So I buy Seeker's Armguard, Fiendish Codex.
Unstoppable.
Vayne dies, gets question marked by Echo. I like it. So I'm heading over there. I see Aurelia, so I'm like, you know what? Alright, let's go for it. Charm hits this time. Big damage on this chick. She dies. Yi dies. Echo steals the dragon again. Good for him. And then Echo gets a little too excited there and actually gets himself killed. Zyra does kill the Morgana though, so good for her. So we're going to start possibly looking at Baron now. If we can get a Baron that's really, really good, we can push really hard. So we're going to head up top lane, see if we can get something moving over there. Vayne's clearing that wave, so I'm just going to walk up to the next wave and wait for that. So here we are. I'm just going to start trying to shove this wave as fast as possible. One Q just destroys the entire back line. Hit a charm, Vayne condemns her away. The classic. The classic Vayne. Alright, so here comes Yi and Echo up the side. So we're gonna have ourselves a little bit of a bar fight here. So I'm just gonna dive in there, get 2 kills, dive out. So now we're looking at Baron. We're like, okay, we got Jhin, we got Aurelia. That's huge. Those are the 2 biggest threats on the team. We can try to look for Baron now. We started up, we're going in there. And we're burning this thing pretty quickly. Morgana hits me with a Q and bounce down. We kill Baron. And there, I see Morgana way overextend, so I just start beating the crap out of her. Echo kills her. Surrender vote failed for red team 2-2. So they actually tried to surrender and didn't go down. So I buy my Zhonya's Hourglass. Now I'm trying to figure out what I want next. I end up getting Oblivion Orb. because I noticed that Aurelia heals a lot, so I'm like, okay, if I can get a Morello, I can cut that healing big time. Yeah, one thing I wanna ask you guys when you play your games, is it just me, or does it seem like no matter how bad or how grim the situation is looking, to where it's like we're totally gonna freaking lose here, it's like your team just refuses to surrender for like no reason? Like they don't even like say like, come on guys, like we can win this, we just gotta, like they just don't want to surrender. Like, have you noticed that? Because I noticed that happens a lot. Like we could be down like 2-12, you know, nobody's ahead, everyone's just getting absolutely dumpstered on, they just took their dragon, you know, and we put up the surrender vote and people are just like, no, like they don't want to surrender. Like, does that just happen to me, or does that happen to you guys all the time too? Bane almost gets caught. Almost gets caught. Very nervous, very scared. We've kind of made it a point to just like, alright, if she dies, she dies. Like, friggin' Ivan Drago, you know? So, we're thinking about looking at the dragon here. I'm gonna sweep the dragon pit, no wards. Alright, so if we get a fight here, get a win, get a kill, we're gonna go straight for dragon. Wait it out. Oh no, that's warded. Boom! There it is. Good stuff still by Morgana, but big fat ult for Becco. That was huge. So that guarantees us the dragon. Bane's gonna go ahead and get herself a slick double kill for some reason. So, alright. Like, Nido Mosquito, give it to her. So at this point we're like, alright, it's game over. Let's just shove this freaking Nexus and win the game here. I'm looking at the timers. I noticed Morgana's up. Aurelia's up in 5. Rex has up in 3. Like, we're gonna have to still do one last little fight here. Target starts shooting at me, or tower shoots at me for some reason. So I'm like, okay, watch her, charm her. She takes a lot of damage. And then I got a pretty clutch charm here on the Jin. He might have been able to kill me. But I land that. And then I noticed that Kane is up, and I know he's going to come after me. So I just Zonia's, and then he gets caught with his pants on the ground. And at that point, it's game over. Morgana can't do anything to stop us. So at this point, we just push the Nexus, and that's the game. So, yeah, that's what a game at my perspective looks like. So, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay beautiful, play Sona, and I'll see you in the next video.